Good morning, positive-minded people. We have something to share today about rejection. Uh, Everybody of us has felt rejected at some point in time, and by the nature of it, rejection uh, is bad. We feel bad when rejected, but our subject today, our discussion today, will look at the positives, the bright side of rejection. Have you ever thought about it? That rejection may have a bright side? Mostly, we don't go that far. When we feel we've been rejected, then we coil, we feel bad, we feel all sorts of negative things, detach ourselves. Today I have a good message for you. Rejection has a bright side. And sometimes what we feel, what we know as rejection, is not rejection at all. Think about eligibility. There is an institution looking for the services of an individual, looking for the services of a professional. They have specifications for that position to be filled. Now, they'll make those specifications available for people to apply with an intention to fill that position. Specifications are the ones that decide who fits the position. Sometimes we apply out of zeal. Sometimes we apply out of interest. Let me meet whatever when I go there. But if people are serious, if people are objective, they will not pick us because we don't fit the specifications. Think about a chicken or any other animal for that matter. If there was a selection process to select, to have goats represent themselves in something, and a leopard made itself available for that competition, it may be a very powerful leopard, a very healthy leopard, good looking, but it will not pass the test. Why? Because the specification that goats will meet in this kind of selection, the leopard will not have. Think of a balloon tire on a small vehicle, very small vehicle, a Fiat, small. You have a balloon tire, which is very strong, very durable. If somebody was to go to select a tire for a small vehicle, a Fiat, a Nissan March, if he picked a balloon tire, 18 whatsoever size, or 17, then that person is not reasonable. That person is not eligible. There may be some characteristics that will make that tire very, very superior to the tires of a Nissan March. But because it can't meet the specification, that tire will not be selected. You have felt rejected at interviews. But what the interviewers were looking for are specifications that were below your capabilities, below your specifications. Sometimes if the panel has some, what should I say, not rude, but straightforward people, they will tell you. At one of the interviews I attended, I was kind of bringing some pomp myself and saying, you know, I'm fully baked, professional, this, that, I possess that. And one of the panelists told me, no, I think you are not fully baked, you are over baked. I didn't feel bad. He was saying the truth. Because what I was doing, my job was a bit higher. I was applying for a lesser job just to gain momentum so that from there the leap should be so strong and I get something bigger than what I had. Strategy. But because of the specifications that they had provided to them, this is what we're looking for. The eligibility criteria is this. Then I was told in the face that I was overbooked. In secondary school, one of my teachers, my English teachers, his remark said, too complacent. I said, complacent. He is complacent. Complacent is very strong. Confidence overflowing. It's not too good. But sometimes you need to have that confidence. But I sized down a bit because that was a feedback which I needed to take care of. So we have to adapt. We have to know that when we are left out in a process, it's not that negative rejection that will make us feel bad. Sometimes consider it as now feedback to you that what you should be looking for are higher level kind of things. We are sensitive to rejection. It's hardwired to us. If somebody feels rejected, you can even see the mood. You can even see body language that this person is feeling some pain. So the brain instantly picks up the interpersonal climate before we even are aware of it. When you sense that you're being rejected, when your instinct tells you, some people have very strong instincts. Just arrives at a group of people, face them, they will actually sense that this person, even if you were left alone, I think it will take time to adapt, to get used to one another. So the good news is that when you feel you're being rejected, it's not all the times that you're being rejected. Sometimes it's give you some impotence to work hard. As I was growing up in our family, my mother mostly labeled me a lazy guy. Yes, I was lazy. I grew up very lazy. Household chores, going to the garden, those were part of my beef. But sometimes I would go without lunch because everybody else went to the farm and I was left alone. When they came back, they would not give me food. But what did I do? I knew I'm a lazy guy. I can't handle manual things. When people were building their experimental small houses in the village, I could not do that. When people could build those hangers where to hang press, matandala, I would not do that. So I worked hard in class. Worked hard. When they said, my mother used to joke with me, when you will never get married because you are lazy. But I told my mother that I work hard in the school and get my money, and that work will be done by some people I will employ. So I did that. So what am I saying? What I'm saying is, sometimes you should be encouraged by rejection. Not all people, when you get rejected, it's not all that ill meaning. Sometimes it's good for you. It's just feedback. So what are we saying? Rejection can be a springboard for your kind of progress. In the workplace, people have been rejected. I, as a person, was rejected when I 3-4 times passed interviews, but was rejected by the would-be superior to say, this guy is too much for me. I can't handle him. He can't be my subordinate. Why? Not because I was bad as in bad, but I had the experience. I had the hands-on experience I had acquired some very good amount of knowledge that somebody looking at me, coming from straight from an audit function, felt like, separation of roles. Some people would not understand separation of roles. To say, if this guy is coming from audit, and these are the strong exceptions he was raising while in audit, I think working under me will give me a tough time. Maybe he will be an opposition in my own, under my own authority. So I was kind of rejected 3 times after passing interviews. After being communicated to, you've passed interviews. At one point, I was to fill the position of account relationship manager. Then at another point, I was to fill the position of the customer services manager. I was told the person we are supposed to work under is not comfortable working with you. Rejection. But it wasn't out of that I was incompetent. No. It was out of somebody feeling insecure. So sometimes we'll be rejected because the people, the teams we are supposed to join harbor some insecurities. So should that disappoint you? Should that kill you? Should that lower your morale? No. You just know that the specifications are not fitting. Hallelujah. That's what we're talking about today. So don't get angry. Don't get frustrated when you see rejection. It's just a matter of telling you that what the specifications we are looking for and that the ones you have will not fit. Therefore, there will be kind of a conflict, adaptability, issues of adaptability. Positive-minded people, don't run away. Don't kill yourselves. Don't commit suicide when you face rejection. Just look at the options. What is it that I fit? Where is it that I can perform? Or, if it's about your credentials, where is it that I'm not, I don't meet the requirements? Can I enhance that area and be eligible? Then you'll find that life will not be dull. Life will not be that, bring that misery to you. Life will be a joy. You pursue your race with a peace of mind. Life is a race. Every point in the race matters. When you fall, you have to wake up, stand up, and start running again. It's only the finish line that will define you, that will define your successes, that will define whether that rejection, real or perceived, helped you to think positive and negotiate the ups and downs of life. Enjoy your day. Thank you very much.